Alright, welcome back to the channel. So, allegedly, as we know, DiJonai Carrington might be joining the Chicago Sky this upcoming 2025 WNBA season. And I'm telling you guys, that will be a great move for this Chicago Sky basketball team if they pick up DiJonai Carrington. That would be a great addition for them. If you've seen my previous video on the Sky, I stated that they should pick up a player who's great defensively, especially on the perimeter end. Pick up a player who can guard the opposing team's best perimeter player, and they should also pick up a someone who is a good shooter, because I feel like the team lacked an outside scoring threat, and they needed more spacing, and they just needed another player that can help the team stretch the floor, especially when they lost Marina Mayberry. So it's kind of ironic that DiJonai Carrington might be, leaving the Sun, after Marina went there and go to the Sky, the team that Marina left. That would be super ironic if she joins this team. But this will be a great move for the Sky. I really think they should pick DiJonai up. That would be perfect for them. And if you guys look at the screen, as we see, this Connecticut Sun had the best defensive rating in the WNBA last season, and DiJonai Carrington was the defensive anchor of that team. Defense is her identity. Again, it's her bread and butter in basketball. And when you look at the Chicago Sky, they weren't the worst team on the defensive end. They were ranked 8th in defensive rating last season. So again, just imagine DiJonai Carrington going to that team. They will be better defensively. And as we know, they lost Kennedy Carter, so this will be a good replacement for them in a way. So we know Kennedy Carter, she's a great scorer. She was their team's best scorer, their best bucket getter. But I really feel like people underrate defense so much. Getting a stop is pretty much kind of like you scoring. I know basketball, the name of the game is to outscore the other team, and the name of the game is to put the ball in the basket more than the other team. But if you can make it hard and make it really tough for the other team to score, that presents your team to get more opportunities on the offensive end to outscore them, even if you're not that good as an offensive team compared to the team you're playing against. That's why they always say defense win championships, and that goes for literally all sports, not even just basketball. So this will be a good pickup for this guy, man. As we know, DiJonai Carrington, she made the all-first defensive team, well deserved, and she also won the most improved player last season. Yeah, she won the most improved player and made the all-first defensive team. And if we take a look at the Defensive Player of the Year voting results, she finished in 4th place. In my opinion, she should have been 2nd place, or she should have won the award. I love Nafisa Collier. Great all-around basketball player, and she was great defensively, especially for the Lynx. She was their defensive anchor. But I feel like what DiJonai Carrington did was just amazing. She was always guarding the opposing team's best perimeter player, and we saw what she did to my girl Caitlin Clark. I'm a big Caitlin Clark fan. I'm an Indiana Fever fan. I love Kelsey Mitchell, Aaliyah Boston, the whole squad. That is my team. That's who I root for. But man, every time we went up against the Sun, I was like, oh man, Caitlin Clark is gonna have to be on her A game every time we were about to play the Sun. And look who the Fever lost to in the playoffs, the Connecticut Sun. So yeah, she was always a tough matchup for Caitlin. I guarantee you, if you ask Caitlin Clark who gave you the hardest time in your career, she would probably definitely say DiJonai Carrington gave her the hardest matchup so far in her young WNBA career. But yeah, picking up DiJonai would be perfect for them, man. I wanted to show some clips of her playing defense. Yeah, look at that tough layup. In this game, she had 5 steals, by the way. Look at that. Rips the ball from Rakia Jackson. Look at that. She's their team's defensive anchor for the Sun last. Look at that. She had back-to-back steals in 2 possessions. Look at that. Look at that. Look at that. Defense. Defense win championships. So this was around, July of last year, kind of towards, early in the season. But look at this impressive stat from DiJonai Carrington. Listen to this.
DiJonai Carrington is the only player to contest at least 100 field goal attempts from the 2024 All-Star backcourt. And in those attempts, the All-Stars are shooting just 36% when DiJonai contests their shot.
Y'all hear that, right? Defense win championships. Again, defensive players, defensive specialists, they make it tough for the opposing team's best scorer. That's her job. She's just great defensively, man. And this was from a couple of days ago. On the rival, look at that chase down block. She's super athletic. And she just has so much grit. She just has so much grit, yo. Look at her playing the passing lane. Look at that. You see how she was 2 steps ahead of Lizzie Allen? She saw that pass coming. And look at that. Ironically, against the sky again. Look at that. Look at that tough chase down block. She had multiple chase down blocks. I'll be here all day just showing you guys her chase down blocks, man. But this is what she does defensively, man. And I want to show some clips of her guarding Enrique. One of the best one-on-one players, best scorers in the W. Look at her. She denied the screen, forced the double team. See, look at that. She always is 2 steps ahead of the other team's player. She saw that pass coming before it even happened. Look at that. Look at that. Fighting over the screen. Look at that. Nice switch. Look at that. You see how look at that. Look at that. Great closeout on Enrique. Again, making it tough for the other player. Then Enrique is one of the best scorers in the W. We all know this. Again, sometimes it's the little things that don't show up on the stat sheet. And at one point last season, look before the playoffs started, look at what she did in the span of 3 games. She had 12 steals in the span of 3 games. Again, like I always say, defense doesn't always show up on the stat sheet, but there's a lot of times that it does. So, yeah, her just joining this team, it'll even be better for her career because we don't know what's going to happen with the Connecticut Sun. We don't. DeWanda Bonner, she's a free agent. I have the list right here. Yes, DeWanda Bonner, she's a free agent. Brianna Jones, her other teammate, who was a key piece for the Connecticut Sun. She's a free agent as well, and she might end up leaving the team. So, yeah, we don't know what's going on in Connecticut. So, and I feel like this would be just a good start for her, to go to a new team, a young team that's building up. They got Angel Reese, hands down, the best rebounder already in the WNBA, and I already know this guy's gonna draft a real good piece to help their team win games. So this would just be a good rebrand for DiJonai Carrington. And I wanted to show you guys her main shot attempts. So like I said, yes, she's a defensive player. She's a defensive specialist. So don't expect her to shoot a lot of threes. That's not her game. As we see, most of her shot attempts are within 5 feet to 14 feet. That she's just not a shooter. That's not her game. It's not like she can't shoot the ball, right? But she just doesn't care to shoot that much 3-pointers. she in the 2023 season, she shot the three at a 37% rate, which is good. Of course, a good 3-point percent to shoot. It's anywhere from the high 30s to the low 40 percentile range. This past 2024 season, she didn't shoot the three that good. She didn't shoot the three that good at all. But again, if you can put the ball in the basket, you can put the ball in the basket. Just because that's just not her game. She doesn't have to shoot threes. And again, if they draft Tina Paopao, and if they draft China Sutter, she can shoot as well. But you don't have to shoot threes to be a good basketball player. I want a lot of people to just realize that. So we'll see what will happen. We will see what will happen, y'all. So as we know, the Sky last season they only won 13 games. Again, I got them making the playoffs next season for sure. They're gonna make the playoffs next season without a doubt. They're especially gonna win way more than 13 games, and pick up a great piece to add to their roster and pick up DiJonai Carrington. This team is gonna be real great. But yeah, you guys tell me your thoughts and opinions on DiJonai Carrington. I want to hear from y'all. Do y'all agree with me that the Sky should pick her up because they need another great defensive wing player? And just what are your thoughts on DiJonai Carrington overall? Do you think this is going to be a good fit? And what are your opinions on the Chicago Sky and how they're going to do next season? All right. Again, tell me your thoughts and opinions. Till next video.